So I am fulfilling a different covenant already. Regardless of which part we wander or weave, fate has written every outcome out way before we started out. Up in Eden, perfect as the top part of heaven, then, yes to the women, but of merely a rib bone, the weaker vessel, a sliver in man's side. So Adam first, so too made choice. Well, kind of. I guess she tricked him. Either way, I guess she's the one who had the disorder direct from God. So down to earth they both fell, asleep in death, yet they did not die. They awoke to fulfill the original wager in a world of evil and good. They now reside. Then sin and darkness poisoned, confused with the flood of Noah, sunk into a new set of rules. For into the watery deep of Teom, in the grave of mankind, angels fallen were sealed to Sheol. They've always been one lens below. Then just as sin came into, just as sin came into this world, the ransom to cause its undo, Adam first was how it started, so Adam perfect, our brother Jesus, and how perfect he lived, how perfect his example, how perfect he let his force of life from within his veins, his heart, bleed to undo. Adam last to bring death to life. The blood sacrifice paid full price, paid for our sins too. Here I am, no matter how well received. I've, from the concept that led to design, always been that little piece to perfectly complement, help me complete. The man, paid for the man, so our slate is in fairly empty hands. So now this little woman comes crashing in from behind. The men did the bleeding for man, so now let this wife add just a touch more of kind. Actually, it's been mankind the whole time. Don't you think it's high past time we let it be a woman's world, especially as long as we're living on borrowed time? Meaning if we leave it as it is, we will not have endless time. But it was not the fault or the evil of man that led to our desperate times. Even as the game plays on, it's still by his design. For as was written, but we weren't really prepared, Jesus hurled the dragon down, and down so spiraled Earth's worth. So the war victorious in heaven above, but to vindicate win the bet, we've got to play cleanup. We got to still let good prevail. Because no matter how it's written, we got to then walk that way, cause for it to become good, because we choose to make it that way. But chances seem slimmer day by day, and win or lose, we pretty much proved the need for God either way. We vindicate him either way. I'm just a little lady who's given angels, those lost to sin, a chance to breathe. It would just be the bee's knees if in the end, we also still got to be alive. That we make it that way, plus it doesn't all just go away. We were supposed to fill the earth with love and people, standardize heaven's gardens, God's kingdom on earth, worldwide, so endless there, we'd have the honor to reside. God proves his sovereignty, pass or fail, but my broken heart despairs to watch it die as hell. Especially when God's reaching down, he's sealing up what the dragons opened up, Pandora's box back buttoned up, making it easier, reachable, attainable, for all around. He's just hoping his creation wasn't tainted through, for none of us but God understands the depth and massacre, the sin that Satan's dragon caused, to undo. The damages that's burned across this tree. He will help us fix it, but we must pray to God, then altogether cause for it to be. Let's start local. Talk inhumanities? Anyone with me? Or distracted, complacent, numb, or scared? It'll be what it'll be. So it's hopeful then? So is it all for naught then? I guess we'll have to watch and see. Is this intense or is it just me? We have choice. But are we really free? I choose to be a slave. To save. One people, one nation, one world, and the unity of God in all three. Outlogicking is not the same as deceiving. One is power of mind, the other is deception. They're entering into a time known as Eve sequence. There's kind of a lot to explain, but base facts: evil lost when Satan's dragon killed the planet. I'll get back to that. There are special rules governing this covenant. Please, I never mean any disrespect, ever. To be clear, it was Lucifer's snake, it was Satan's dragon. Which is why I feel so strongly that we weren't tricked. Just nudged along. So Satan's dragon killed the planet. I captured him 12 times with Asian baby head, both a flame and succumbed, then lost. captured on film, digitally, then edited and erased. So lost into Satan's technology? He can stay there. Vindicated. Because the snake whom entered into the topmost level of heaven, no, not the same snake, where Eden remains, belonged to the most trusted angel, which is Lucifer, and I guess now I understand why he's the most trusted angel. He may have had a touch of untruth cross his lips, doubtful. But his covenant, the promise that he had arranged with God, has successfully been fulfilled, as it was the words of the snake that caused the woman to become aware of her choice. They had been given by God to enter, to step down and through the tree, to become separate from God, to know the knowledge of evil and good. They may have lived in paradise forever without his help, and that would not have proven Jehovah's sovereignty at all, now would it? He will lock Satan and Zathura below Teom to rule and revel in their evil. They go without body. I am in communication with Lucifer? Well, I suppose not. That would be Christ then. Satan is, I suppose, what I was meant to put there. I have spoken with Satan a little bit here and there, or at least through the mind meld, sprinkling down to him. He biddles up to me. I'd call that a win. That we're on good terms. I'm a very special circumstance. Traci talks. Well, at least I used to. Not anymore. Thanks. That's what I do. Ask anyone. They're like, what the fuck? Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, who said that? Traci said that? Oh, never mind then. Sorry, no, it's fine. Traci's she's the only person who is fine if she said that. No, if that's who said that, then that's fine. But if that's not who said that, I'm upset really hardcore. But if that's who said it, then if Traci was fine. Every single last one of them. Why? Because I'm a little bit retarded. Because I'm nice? Because I'm funny? Because I'm fair? Probably. So I'm like the mom to everybody. Satan cooperates because he admits defeat of the evil separate ways. However, he admits that love should win, love should conquer. A title of rulership, vindicating hierarchy, is unfulfilling for anyone so undeserving or sinful. Meaning I'm not going to name him on the hierarchy as anything. He's locked into the abyss and he can be king of whatever he'd like to be. Win. Okay. So the abyss is a place from which none will return and is below Teom, the watery deep. At the bottom of Teom is Hades, the lake of fire. Actually, now it's beyond redemption. But then it would be Hades, the lake of fire, and below that would be the abyss, and above that would be Sheol, the grave of mankind. Until the dragon was thrown from heaven, all of the fallen and most still are locked in Sheol? Question mark? No, that's incorrect. We've had a few system hoppers in between, but not the current point at hand.